Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mobile Home Mondays. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to roll in, and I am also going to go live on Instagram. Hi, the mobile home lady. Hey, Chanel, how are you? So excited. Hello, Sana, my love, how are you? So guys, welcome to Mobile Home Mondays. Hello everybody on Facebook. Of course, as you guys are rolling in, make sure to let me know, just say wave or, wave, say hi, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Tonight, we have Mobile Home Mondays, and you guys have spoken. You guys want to hear more of me having conversations with sellers. And I think it's great. I can totally understand why we've had so many requests for you guys to hear, or for me to share these conversations. I think again, just really getting into like the nuances of mobile homes. Again, sometimes you get the broad picture and it's absolutely helpful, but then sometimes actually getting into the nitty-gritty, into the nuances, and being able to hear those conversations is extremely helpful. I know it was helpful for me, and some of the things that I've built, even when I was wholesaling houses, having mentors that kind of allowed me to really hear those conversations was really helpful. So, hey, Jared. So tonight I want to share these conversations with you guys. Again, Mobile Home Monday. This is an opportunity for you to get free live coaching on investing in mobile homes. You will hear everything from me talking to sellers to live conversations, me talking to park managers, on and on and on. And I'm going to be just sharing everything. So everything that you guys are interested in hearing on Mobile Home Mondays, make sure you just let me know. Always can send me a DM, whatever, and I'll make sure that we create something around that to get you guys what you need. Okay. So again, my name is Jasmine Gittens, and I am a investor and coach of mobile home investing. So we are going to get into it, guys. And if you have any questions at all along the way, make sure you post your questions. And I will absolutely make sure we answer those questions. So I want to start. We're going to listen to two conversations today. One is a conversation with a seller whose home we have already sold. Okay, so this is a deal that we have already closed. It's gone, right? And this particular deal, I know sometimes, you guys hear a lot about people getting free mobile homes, right? And people just can't even fathom the idea of getting a free deal or free mobile home. So I wanted to just share a conversation from a seller and, calling in on one of our bandit signs, and just be able to hear that conversation and see that she offered this house to us for free. Okay, so it happens, absolutely happens, more often than you guys probably would imagine. So let's hop into this phone conversation and let me know and just confirm with me. Give me a thumbs up that you guys can actually hear the conversation.
I'm calling this number I got off of a sign about purchasing mobile homes. Yes, ma'am. How are you? I'm good. How are you doing? I am fantastic. My name is Jasmine. Who I had the pleasure of speaking with? Angela. Angela. Hello, Angela. Do you have a mobile home you're interested in selling? Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, we purchased them pretty much most conditions, as long as, and if they need to be moved, then the home does need to be younger than 1976. Are you looking to move it? Yeah, we need it off of our property. Okay, that's no problem. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Just like number of bedrooms, baths, the year? Let me see. It's 1985. Okay. Gosh, it doesn't have the size on here. I'm just looking at the title right now.
So I'm going to be interjecting in this conversation so that you can just, get an understanding of where I'm going with the conversation, and, just certain nuances of the conversation, right? So I just kind of started the conversation with letting her know what we do. In full transparency, I have shifted that part of our script. We're always looking to perfect our script and make sure that the conversation that we're holding is optimal, right? So we test certain things out. So I don't give that pitch in the beginning anymore about like we buy mobile homes in any condition, and if they need to be moved, they need to be younger than 1976. I don't do that pitch in the beginning anymore, right? So right now it's just kind of like, tell me about the home that you're looking to purchase. We just get right into their home, and then the specifics of if it needs to be moved or not, right? So her home needs to be moved. Hello, Hustle Ninja, Jeff Ortez, Life on Purpose, Live Live LLC. All of you guys, welcome. Welcome to Mobile Home Mondays. So let's continue this conversation.
Okay, that's not a problem. So is it how many bedrooms and baths? I can usually kind of tell what the 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It's 14 by 60. 14 by 60. Okay. So you said 2 bedroom, 1 bath? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now it's in pretty rough shape. Okay. And you said it's a 1985? Yes, ma'am. 1985. Okay. And when you say rough shape, Angela, what is it that you are like? What is it that needs to be done to it?
So this is just like, when they say things like it's in rough shape or needs a lot of work or things like that, right? You can kind of already begin to prepare yourself on what type of offer you may be looking at, coming in at a lower price point, particularly, again, if they're the ones that are already telling you that it's in terrible condition, okay? So we can just, take it from there, figure out exactly what's needed. And
the bathroom ceiling has been taken down and not replaced. Okay. It was like stopped in the middle of renovating. It was one of our renters was going to fix up the bathroom and then didn't finish. Okay. So moved it. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty sound, like the floors are all sound and ceiling is good. Oh, and like it doesn't leak or anything. It's just nobody's lived in it for probably 2 years now. Okay. I mean, buy it every day and check it and all that, but yeah. Okay. So in reference, you said the flooring is pretty solid. Ceiling, no leak. Is there any molds or anything? Any more remediation we need to do? No. Okay. And what type of heating and air do you have in there? Electric. Okay. Perfect. Electric heating. And no central air. Okay. And okay, perfect. And you guys want it moved off of your lot, which is no problem. We actually work with a mover who will move it off, we'll move it to our lot. So that is not a problem. Did you have an idea of what you were looking to, or what is it that you're looking to get for it to sell it? You know what? I'm just going to be honest with you because that's the only way I know how to be. I had this thing on Facebook. Free. You move. I understand, and trust me, a lot of the homes we get, because of the condition of them, we do end up getting them for free because it costs more to move them. I mean, the move itself is going to be about $6,000 before we even start to touch the renovations. So yeah, you just want that thing on. Yeah. So the mobile home is free. You move. Okay. Okay. Have you had any success selling it on Facebook? Just even with it, no, because anybody who was really interested in it couldn't get it moved. I don't think they could come up to get it moved. Yeah.
So in here, there's a couple things that I want to just like point out, right? So she said, this is just so funny, right? So she's saying, look, I've been trying to sell it. It's free. I'm like, how much do you want? She's like, look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I just want this thing gone. I had it listed on Facebook already for free. So she had it listed on Facebook for free, right? And even with that, right? So I dug deeper in, right? So, okay, so you had it listed on Facebook for free. The thought process would be, well, if you had it listed on for free, like, why wouldn't it be gone by now, right? So you have to ask those questions, right? Don't just kind of like let things go under the radar. Ask the questions, figure out why certain things. Like, if even, for example, if somebody told you, if you're making your offer or about to make your offer, or just asking, have you had someone make an offer on your property already, right? And they say, oh yeah, we got somebody that's looking to offer us whatever, $10,000, right? Okay, that sounds really good. Like, why didn't you go with them, right? Because you want to really be able to kind of get down to the nitty gritty of their true need, the true situation, because that wouldn't make sense. Like, you know what I mean? If they were really, if that was a good deal, if it was a good buy, and they were really eager to sell, why they wouldn't just accept that offer. So again, she had it on Facebook. She's saying that, nobody, there were a ton of people, and she's going to get further into this, and just I'll let it go on for just a few more seconds. But she had people that were interested in the property. They just didn't have the capability of moving it, right? And I've already, I learned from the beginning of this call that it needs to be moved. That's like the number one thing that she wants. She just wants this thing moved, right? So I really dug deep into that. And one other thing, but I'm gonna just finish this last little segment of the conversation, and then I'm gonna get into the last, like, really, really key part, and something that I actually teach in my training that I want to share with you guys, the importance and the value of. So let's just finish this last little segment.
Yeah, that's usually the issue, and a lot of people don't really know movers, or like where to find them. I mean, they're not the easiest for some. And usually their schedules are pretty tight. Like, it's usually taking us 4 to 6 weeks to move the homes, because the movers that are available, they are booked. So right, yeah. But we do have Gene. The same thing with him again. It's still, we let him know, and it usually does take about that amount of time. He will come out to the property to just check it out, see what he's gonna need to move it. But okay, so you are where's the home located? Because my husband can come out.
Okay, so now, like, beyond that point, we're just setting up the appointment. We're gonna go out there. We got it locked up for $0, and I want you guys to write in the chat how much you think we sold that one for. Right? Remember that nobody else wanted it, right? Nobody wanted it, quote unquote, because they couldn't move it, right? There are people that were interested, but once it came to the point of it needed to be moved, then that's where the conversation ended. Okay, so what do you think we sold this for? And we'll let you know in a couple seconds what we sold it for. So another point that I want to just point out that I stress a lot in my trainings is the importance of building relationships with the right people, right? And movers being at the top of that list, okay? Movers being at the top of that list. And the reason that that's so important, again, is situations just like this, right? Everybody was interested in the property. She said she got a bunch of interest, but once it came to the part of saying it needed to be moved, their interest dropped. Not because they didn't want it, but because they didn't have a relationship. They didn't know any buyers. They didn't know how to take that next step of finding a mover. Excuse me, they didn't have any movers. They didn't have that relationship to be able to take the next step to get the property moved. Okay, so because while we were wholesaling, while we were building up our wholesaling business, we made it an effort to build relationships with movers, right? We built a really great relationship with, at this time, we had one really good relationship with Gene, as I mentioned a couple times in there, right? Now we have several movers that we work with, which is even better, because if, one is booked, we can go to the other one, right? So that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing, like, again, about building those relationships, because we can solve her problem, right? Where everybody else came and halted and wasn't able to solve the problem, we can actually do it because we built that relationship. And then when we find a buyer an actual buyer that's going to move forward purchasing this property, we wholesale this deal. We will refer our mover, right? So we already have the mover in place. So again, you become like the resource for mobile homes in your area, because you have everything, right? So you don't stop if they say, oh, we need to be moved, and now you don't have anything. You're like, I'm done. So again, that's the value of building those relationships. So I see Jared said he thinks we sold it for $2,500. Live on Purpose thinks we sold it for $10,000. Let's see. Good afternoon. 12,000, 9,000 on Facebook. Okay, so y'all, yeah. Let me see who's the closest. Jared is the closest. Okay, we didn't sell it for 12 or 10. I wish that we would have, but we sold it for $4,500. Okay, so we got $4,500 from this deal that we got locked up for $0. Okay, so we got this deal locked up, totally free deal. We went out there, got it all locked up. She had the title, everything, and then we sold this thing in a couple of days. Actually, I can tell you. Yeah, we literally sold this one in a couple of days. Yep. Okay, and in the area that we are working in, the moving cost is a lot more because of just the way that the area is. We work up in the mountains and stuff, so the cost of moving now is about $7,500 starting, but in most markets it's going to be like probably more closer to like $3,500. But just for us, particularly in one of the markets we work in, it is a lot more. So great guesses though, great guesses. Okay, so that was that phone conversation. Again, an opportunity for you guys to hear like a real conversation with me talking to a seller who offered her home for free. Okay, so I want you guys just to know that it's possible. This happens a lot more often than you would think. And I want you to just be ready for it and go out there and get those free deals, lock those things up, and get yourself a buyer, and so you can sell those things in lightning speed. So yeah, I wanted to just share that with you. Hello, Anna Paula. Hello, Cynthia. Okay, so now I want you guys to hear this next call. So this next call, I'm gonna share one part of the call. So the main thing with this call, right, is really being able to hear how I price. What happened to the video? Baby! Oh, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, Facebook, I know the video is coming in and out, but my husband's coming to save my day. The video is like, I don't know why it's doing that. So you guys can hear it either way as he fixes the video for me. So this next conversation again is just for you to be able to see, or excuse me, to hear, right, me price, giving people like a price range, right? So if somebody's saying like, oh, I want 10,000 or I want 5,000, and you're not like ready to give a specific offer. You're not ready to say like, I'm gonna offer you 1,000, or I'm gonna offer you, whatever. You can give a price range to be able to see what range somebody is in, right? Or the other reason to use this method is if they don't give you a price, right? So a lot of times people will say, well, I don't really know what price I want, right? You tell me, right? You're the expert. You tell me what you think this house is priced at. So we would give them a price range to be able to see if they're even in our range at all, right? If they are in our range, then we can go ahead. We can move forward with, either going out to see it, or if it's a local deal, if it's a virtual deal, then moving forward with having them send us pictures, okay, and then making a concrete offer. But we give them that that price anchor. That's the word I'm looking for. That's the price anchor, so that again we can kind of gauge where they're at on the scale and if they are as motivated as they appear to be, or if we need to kind of dig a little bit more, negotiate a little bit more, and be able to get the deal done ultimately. Okay, so let's listen to this conversation.
Okay, that fits into our criteria. I mean, we can, once we come there and kind of take a look at it, then we can kind of level out.
Okay.
Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. We've got a ravine that's about a foot deep from the rain. Okay. Okay. So we can, we can, once we come there and kind of take a look at it, then we can kind of assess from there kind of what's needed and so that you don't have to do too much. We can just do the bare minimum. Okay, well, that sounds good. Again, it definitely sounds like something that fits into our criteria. We do purchase mobile homes. We actually help families that are looking for mobile homes. So, what are you looking to get for the home to get it sold? I really don't know. Every penny I can get. I don't know enough about evaluations to know. I would rather have an expert tell me. That can look at it. We can get you $5,000. We can get you, $20,000. I doubt that. I know so little about what the values are. So so I'm just going to defer to them. No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. And tell me your name again.
So again, she wants to defer to me, right? So she doesn't want to give a price. She would prefer that I just make the offer, right? So you're going to get a lot of those. People don't want to say the price because then, they think, well, maybe I'll miss out on an opportunity to get more money, right? So again, we're going to go into the price anchoring now. But this little part right before I price anchor her, I'm going to just build more rapport with her. So I've already built some on the front end. And then you just hear me kind of just an opportunity to build more rapport with her.
Sorry. The first name is Darden, Darden, like garden with the D. Okay. And the last name is my name is Jasmine.
So I just skipped her last name, so it's not out there. But she said her name is Darden, right? And it's like garden, but with a D, right? So then you hear my response.
Gittens. And I love how you say garden, but with a D, because my last name is Gittens. I always say kittens, but with a G. To make it real easy for people. Yeah, like always.
So we were able to relate, right? So she's like, my name is Darden, but with the like garden, but with the G. And I always tell people literally, my name is Jasmine Gittens. It's like kittens, but with the G, right? Because everybody's like, how Gittens? Like, what is how do you spell that, right? So it was just an opportunity for us to connect, right? And that's just you find whatever you can find, like in a genuine way, to build rapport. And that was how. That was an opportunity, like a wide open opportunity for me to build rapport. So we just start cracking up about it.
He said that. I'm like, Jasmine kittens with a G. That's because I was like, okay, I'm not going to spell that. Okay, no. Right, exactly. Now you can visualize it. You can see it, right? Exactly. And Colin, my roommate, introduced me to everybody. This is my roommate, Garden with a D. Right. And then it became Garden, and then people were like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Oh, forget it." I know. Wait 1 second, thank you, boy. Okay, so again, it sounds like something that would fit our criteria. Most of the homes that are kind of in that range, I just want to, be very transparent with you. We're purchasing for. Typically, depending on the condition, for like around $1,500 to $2,500. Again, just really depending on the condition. If it's in much better condition, then of course we can, offer a lot more. Now, the reason is, in addition to having to actually renovate it and all that stuff, it's even more so the cost to move it, which has increased significantly over the last few months. Yep. Yeah. So that.
IG, can you guys hear me? I'm sorry if the volume is going in and out. I keep getting a call. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me on IG. So Facebook, right? You guys see how, you guys see how basically, she went in and she was, we built rapport, right? And I price gauged her. So she was saying, oh, anywhere from like, hopefully maybe 5,000, right? Or maybe 20,000, right? Which she already knew she was kind of going above and beyond 20,000, right? Because she mentioned like, I probably won't get that. But so I kind of set it up, right? I was like, look, build some rapport, more rapport. And it was like, look, with the cost of the move and everything, we probably are, we're purchasing properties like those between 15 and 2,500, right? So right now, I mentioned that to her, and I'm talking about the cost of the move. She's aware of, everybody knows everything, the price of everything is going up. These are real numbers that I'm sharing with her. And then now you just kind of hear her agree.
Really, really, really where the major cost comes in. So, again, you want to be very transparent with you to see if we would even be a good fit for you.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Everything is just getting so expensive. Fortunately, I locked in on the new home right before everything skyrocketed.
Oh, that's perfect. Now, oh my goodness, they've like doubled in price. It's like crazy. And timeline, like in your timeline to get it, it's like taking forever. To get the home.
I couldn't be doing this at a worse time, but oh well. It's necessary evil.
I know. So I mean, I want to just just kind of know if that's something that would even kind of be in your range, and then we can if it is something, then we can absolutely come out there and meet with you and kind of move forward from there.
Yeah, that's about the number I was expecting. I would love it if you said, no, I'll give you $10,000, but I know you have to make money too.
I would love that too, honestly, I really would. But, like you said, just unfortunately the way these numbers are currently working, oh my goodness. Okay, well that sounds good. So what I'll do,
okay, so now we're just scheduling, again, the scheduling for us to go out there, take a look at it. So she was like, yes, I would agree. I understand. I kind of even expected that, even though she was saying, I wish I would have got 10,000 or whatever, but she was kind of expecting that. So there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So that is, again, me price anchoring her to get her, in our price range, to see if our price range, and you see how I kind of mentioned, I want to just make sure that we're a good fit for you, right? Not that you're a good fit for us, but are we a good fit for you? Okay. So again, just, coming at it from the right, direction. And a lot of times, like these scripts and these conversations, right? It's all about how you say, like we could all literally be saying the same thing, right? Or our end message is the same thing, but if how we say it like is different, we can end up getting totally different results, right? So I could have said, I just want to make sure, that you are a good fit for us, because if that's not the price that you're looking for, then we probably won't be interested, right? So I could have worded that completely differently. But so it's all about the way that you present the information. Your presentation is a big part of like your negotiating and just really building that rapport, making people feel comfortable with you, and really ready to purchase to work with you. So somebody said I was just waiting for the rebuttal. I know, right? And that's the thing about the mobile homes that is very different for me versus the houses, right? For the houses, anytime I made an offer, 100% of the times I was going to be confronted with a rebuttal. Like somebody was going to say something and I just had to prepare myself. Where the mobile homes, it's so often that people just literally accept straight out the gate that it just, it really does blow my mind still. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it's still kind of like surprising, and it's crazy, right? So that's one reason I love mobile homes, is because the sellers have such a much more realistic expectation, and just a realistic, perspective around pricing, and also around timelines, just in general. So, and just people, yeah. So that's one of the reasons I love mobile homes in the first place. So I totally get it, and I totally understand. Hello, Double L. How are you? How are you? So I got somebody saying and make sure, guys, if at this, you can ask any questions, post them in the comments, right? On Instagram, post them in the comments or in the question section. But somebody on Facebook said, I've been having problems with sellers. Let me see. Let me just bring up the question. I've been having problems with sellers. I'd be upfront as well as letting them know that I can offer to help sell and move. No one's motivated to sign contract to move to next step. So in being upfront, and again, this is all about like literally what I just mentioned, like the way that you present the information is key, okay? So for instance, some people will go in saying, oh, I'm a wholesaler, XYZ, right? That typically, right, from my experience, is not the best approach to go in. So you can be 100% transparent with somebody without, but using the best words, right? So that's why you have testing, you try certain things out, you see what works, see what doesn't work. Testing while being, expressing and being fully transparent, using a completely different sentence than saying I'm a wholesaler, right? Like, so you can be upfront, or you can be upfront and what are you saying when you're being upfront? Oh, I work for investors, I work for, buyers. I would really love to hear what you are actually saying, because it's really key in being able to build that trust with the sellers and the understanding. If you say words, sometimes you lose trust, not just because, they feel like you're a scam or whatever, but they just don't even understand, right? And at that point, they kind of pull back. So you might say, I'm a wholesaler, and they have no idea what a freaking wholesaler is, right? And they're like, oh, I don't know what I'm getting myself involved in, right? So versus just saying, hey, we help families buy mobile homes, right? And then also where you're positioning, what point you're trying to get across, and be transparent about, is also important. Are you saying that on the front of the conversation? Are you saying that kind of in the middle or in the back end of the conversation, right? So the way we structure it, on the front end of the conversation, I let you know that I help families buy mobile homes, right? So that's just my front end conversation. Then we're building rapport. You're telling me all about the mobile home, we're building rapport, XYZ. Once we get more to the offer, right? We get to the presentation. Okay, now here's where I'm going to go into more in depth. I'm going to make an offer to you. Once you accept my offer and we're more, you're ready to work with me, you like me, you believe in, everything, right? You trust me, all that good stuff. I've given you the whole rundown of the criteria, what we're looking for, right? Now I go into and I expound upon the fact that I work with mobile home families that are looking to buy mobile homes, right? Great. Next step, we'd like to come out. We actually want to bring some of the families that we work with along with us. And most time they're going to just purchase it directly from you at the time of, of the showing. Right. So again, I'm not going in saying I'm a wholesaler. I'm going to market this deal for you. You don't have to pay me. Like all of that is, again, is causing more confusion when you can just say things that are just very simple, right? Simple phrases that are like very understood, and make them feel comfortable and confident working with you, right? So I hope that was helpful. And again, I would love to just, talk to you more to see exactly what you're saying and kind of help you tailor your conversation. But you said I can make an offer to help and no one's motivated to sign a contract to move. Yeah, so if no one's motivated, if they're contacting you or you're having conversations and these people are selling their homes, the fact that you're getting nobody, and I would also like to know what that means. Like, how many conversations have you had? How many offers have you made, right? Because sometimes you might have had like 5 conversations. You're like, oh, nobody wants it, but you just haven't made enough offers. So that's a potential reason, right? And then also kind of where you're getting these leads from, right? Are you reaching out to them? Did they reach out to you? So there's a lot that kind of goes into this, but in general, just formatting the conversation would help a lot. Do you offer coaching or mentorship? Yes, I do. I do offer coaching and mentorship. So if you're interested, feel free to DM me, and we can go from there. Okay. You're on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you can you can still follow me on Instagram or Facebook, Jasmine Gittins, and just DM me. It would be good to role play to see what we might be saying incorrectly. Yes, I would love to do that. I would love to do role play. Like, that's actually one of the things I want to do on Mobile Home Mondays is like do role play with y'all. So I've invited people to come in and join me on these lives, but people be scared to do the role play. They don't want to show themselves. But I don't know why, because honestly, that is just taking the initiative to be a better person. We all know that we're all growing. Like I told you guys, like I literally changed my script, right? As I know things, as I realize that certain things that work better, right? I will make adjustments. I'll pull things out, add things in, and just, always be perfecting it. So it's nothing wrong. I mean, this opportunity for you to come on here and get free coaching for what you're specifically saying. And I will help you in fixing it so you can get more deals. Like, no reason you shouldn't be joining on this live with me. So I'm just going to, for anybody that's feeling froggy, let's see. Oh, it only goes to, I'm just going to put the link inside on the comments on Facebook in case you want to join me. Any questions on Instagram? Let me see. Live on Purpose. You said, what was the price range? So I offered her I told her 15 to 2,500. I said 15 to 2,500 was the price range that I gave her. Okay. So she said, I was thinking, maybe, again, she didn't want to tell me a price, but she was saying that, maybe first she said 5,000. No, 5,000. Then she said 20,000, and then she said 10,000. So I told her between 1,500 and 2,500, depending on the condition, is what we can offer her, and that is for 2,000 mobile home. 2,000. A year. The year is 2,000. That's a really, really good. So if we can get that locked up, that's a lead we literally got today. We literally got the lead today, and we're gonna go out there and see it. And she's gonna be sending me some pictures tonight. And then and we're gonna get that bad boy up, and we're gonna get a move for her. She has a new double wide being brought to her to that lot. So for her, the motivation, time, or tired, right? Money, time, tired. So hers is time, right? She has a new mobile home that's coming to her, the lot where she's, where it's at, in August. So she needs to get that thing moved ASAP. Okay. Awesome. Let's see if there is any other questions. Let's see. The house you got for free, do you still put it under contract? Yes, I do get them under contract, Jared. And the reason I do that is the contract is more so of a, it kind of just sets things into what's the word I'm looking? It just makes things more concrete. It just makes things more concrete to the point where they feel that they don't have to keep, accepting offers from buyers. Like, once they have the contract, then it's like, okay, I can stop taking offers. Like I got my, they feel that they have their home sold. So I always, even if it's free, because there's somebody else that will come right behind you calling them, and they will offer them, it's free. So it really doesn't really matter who, right? So if you've already built that rapport, you built a great relationship, I would absolutely get the house under contract, and then you can move forward. Okay, and the contract, the way that it can be worded is going to be a little bit different because it's free. So it's going to be more of a gift. So you can do it two ways. You can do it one where it's like it's being gifted to you, or you can do one where you're like paying $1 for it. Okay. Any other questions on Instagram or Facebook? Okay, somebody said, do you always give a price range or offer price range over the phone? No, I don't always give an offer price range over the phone. Again, remember, I do local and virtual deals, right? So some of them, depending on like how far they are, we will go out to see them, build relationship with them, and make them an offer, more so in person, right? So this is one that is going to be local. It's like on the edge of how far we would go out. So with her, I wanted to, because it is like on the edge of how far we can go out. So it is, still going to be quite a drive. I want to make sure that I'm not going out there and like wasting, my husband's time. So because he's going to be the one actually going out to see the property, this particular property. So yeah, so I don't always do that. If it's a virtual deal, yes, I do give them an offer on the phone always. But if it's a local deal, no, I don't always give them. But I do figure out what price range they are looking to be in. I always want to know. So if they don't give me a price range, then I am going to, if they don't give me a price that they're looking for, then I am going to price anchor them to see where we are, just to see where we are, right? So that wasn't really me giving her an offer. That was just me giving her a price anchor to kind of let her know what range we typically are in, for that type of home and that age and all that stuff. Okay. Any other questions, my beautiful people? And I did put the link into Facebook. So if you are feeling up to it, click the link. You can join me on this live right now, and we can do a live role play. And if you're on Instagram, you can just request to join. All right. Any other questions? So you guys already know Mobile Home Mondays, every single Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be just sharing a ton more of conversations that I'm having, but I also want to like hear from you guys what you want. Like, do you want to hear more conversations? Do you want more presentations? Like, do you want me to, instead of hearing a conversation, maybe just have like a presentation or like like more so like point topics and like have little presentations for those topics? You want a combination? What do you guys want? What do y'all want? Like Mobile Home Mondays, this is a free coaching for you, okay? So it's important for me to know what you need, what serves you the best, where you're getting the most value, so that I am serving you in the way that you need to be served. Let's see. Somebody said, with virtual deals, how do you make the seller feel comfortable selling to you, knowing you are not local to them? So honestly, it's really just about like your conversation with them, right? So the comfortability comes in like you're building rapport with them. It comes in just, your tone of conversation. A lot of times, you might come off like nervous or unsure. So literally, even if you don't know what you're talking about, but you say it confidently, they will feel comfortable with selling to you. But even if you do know what you're talking about, but you're saying it with like uncertainty, not confidence, you can lose out on opportunities. So, we just share with them exactly what we're doing. Again, we don't say it in a way that is confusing or, causes them not to understand or feel uncomfortable. We try to just use, traditional jargon. We explain it in a systemized way, right? So that's, again, with all the experience and kind of learning what works, what doesn't work, where to put certain phrases of the conversation, so that it flows and perfectly, right? So yeah, that's like key. What else? But yeah, just building rapport, being honest, being transparent with them, and being a solution provider, right? If they say something, just showing them literally how you can solve that problem. That's ultimately it, right? So look, I need this home moved. I totally understand. We have movers we're working with. You should have actually called some movers. So if you're in this game, in this mobile home game, you should be having some conversations with some movers and just at least, get an idea of starting costs, right? What's the starting cost? How far out these movers are. So again, you can start feeling more confident in your conversations and be able to, say the right things at that. Let's see. Somebody said they like a combination. Okay, so like a combination of presentations and then also a combination of me hearing me do live. You guys listen into live calls. I love it. So combo. I'm with the combos. Hi, Jasmine. Hi. How are you? Any tips on plan on how to start out virtually? Okay, so maybe I'll do like a mobile home Mondays on how to start virtually or do it virtually. I mean, ultimately, the starting process is the same in regards to like the planning, in regards to the analyzing the market and making sure that you're actually starting in a hot market. Even if you're doing it locally, you should not just be starting in your city just because. You should definitely be analyzing your market and deciding that your market is right, or maybe it's the next city or 2 cities over, right? So you want to be strategic about that. And then, so be strategic about your market. Start your marketing, right? Launch your marketing, right? So we have a couple different marketing strategies that we do virtually, and just start getting those deals. Like start getting the calls and making your offers. I mean, it's pretty, it's simple and like overarching, right? But of course, like the nuances of implementing it, that's kind of where, sometimes people get hung up. And of course, that's what Mobile Home Mondays is for me to offer, coaching to you guys for free. And then if you need additional coaching, of course, if you're looking for more step-by-step, a more intimate, where I'm walking through the process with you the whole way, then, you can obviously just DM me if you're interested in mentorship or coaching. But I am going to be giving a ton on these Mobile Home Mondays and more. So I hope that was helpful. So analyze your market, determine the best market, and launch your marketing campaigns. Okay. Let's see. Instagram, y'all got a few questions. You guys are asking, I'm new to this. I'd like to know the most efficient ways to price homes. The most efficient way to price homes is to post a ghost ad. Post a ghost ad so that you can start getting offers on your homes, and you can know exactly what somebody would offer you on the home. And then now you know what somebody will offer you. So now you know how much you can get it locked up for. If somebody's offering you $8,000 for, an 80s home that needs a ton of work, then okay, great. That means that you should be getting them for around $3,000, dollars, so that you can make your assignment fee. Okay. Cynthia says she wants live calls and role playing. All right. Well, for the role playing, if you guys want to do role playing, you got to join in the live. I mean, I can't do a role play by myself. So you got to, but I can do, that's why I've been just letting you guys listen to my calls. That's like another form of role playing if you really get to actually hear me have these phone conversations. But if you want to do role plays, I will always post the link. You can always request to join on Instagram, and then on Facebook, I already posted the link, so you can just click that link, join me on StreamYard, and I will add you to the live. Don't be scared. This is an opportunity for you to grow. Okay, so you can, again, we're talking about being comfortable. We're talking about other people being comfortable. Get yourself out of the comfort zone and into the freedom zone. Okay, so we're doing this, we're looking to build that freedom. Will this video be saved? It won't be saved on Instagram, but you can join our Facebook group, Mobile Home Investing for Newbies, and you can get access. You can watch the replays in our Facebook group. Soon, the replays will only be available on YouTube, but for now, they are available in our Facebook group as well as on my YouTube channel. So Jasmine Gibbs. Okay. You're welcome. Said thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oops. Okay. Perfect. 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 Any more questions, guys? So tonight you got to hear 2 calls. One call with, you guys heard, she offered me a free home. Okay. So it is real. It happens, and it happens way more often than you would expect. And we just got that thing locked up. We sold it for $4,500, easy peasy. Okay. And then the second one, you guys just got an opportunity to hear, me price anchor her. She didn't want to give me a price, is what she wanted. So we price anchored her. That was a lead that I literally got today. And we're gonna go see the home and go from there. Okay. All right, guys, if you guys don't have any more questions, I am going to head out and see you guys. I'm actually going to be seeing you guys on Thursday. I'm going live with Calvin Ahia from Mobile Home Investing Full Time. And we're going to be actually talking about virtual deals. We're going to be talking about closing virtual deals. So make sure you tune into that. You're going to want to absolutely see that video, this live. Again, it's going to be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will, of course, make notification and share about it in our Facebook group. Okay. Jared, you said, how far do we go locally? So typically, locally, we like to stay. Now, I want you to take into consideration, my husband actually loves driving. Like, he really loves driving. So he will go 2 hours. Yeah, that's it. Like it's specific to the area that we're like buying now, and we bought, and we're gonna be actually showing you that whole process. So yeah, he'll go 2 hours out because it's in the mountains. So he drives from Charlotte into mountains. He loves it. So scenic. He just loves it. So 2 hours. Okay. Sorry, I know you hear my son in the background. I'll answer this last question, but let me see. Have you experienced any issues with 2 people being on the title and only one party wanted to sell? What did you do? So I haven't experienced this myself, so I don't want to, I can just share with you how I would handle this situation. Because at the end of the day, if there's 2 people on the title, 2 people need to be in agreement to selling the property. Okay, you can't just have one person sign a contract or sign a title. You would need to get 2 people, unless you have like a power of attorney stating that person can sign for them, or if they're able to get the property just in their name, right? If the other person is like willing to give up their ownership, get a new title, and you guys can move forward. But if it has 2 people on that title, you need to be having 2 signatures on that title as well. From, yeah. Okay. All right, guys. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed it as always. Peace. And I will see you guys next Monday. I'll see you guys on Thursday for that live with me and Calvin. And of course, see you again next Monday for Mobile Home Monday. See you guys. All right.